Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. All right, baseball fans, buckle up because this one is about to shake the foundations of the West Coast rivalry. Imagine waking up and finding out that one of the most electrifying closers in the game, CAMILO DOVAL, has decided to trade orange and black for Dodger blue. Yeah, you heard that right. According to several whispers making the rounds in the baseball world, Doval has reportedly cut ties with the San Francisco Giants in a shocking and emotional split, choosing instead to join their most bitter rivals, the Los Angeles Dodgers. This isn't just another off-season transaction. This feels like an earthquake along the California coast. Doval, known for his blazing fastball and ice-cold demeanor on the mound, has been the heart of the Giants' bullpen, a fan favorite who embodied their fighting spirit. But something behind the scenes seems to have snapped. Rumors suggest friction with management, a desire for a bigger stage, and maybe even a taste for that Dodgers spotlight. Whatever the reason, this move has the baseball world buzzing, Giants fans fuming, and Dodgers Nation celebrating like they just won another ring. It's betrayal, ambition, and pure drama rolled into one. What's even wilder is how this whole situation reportedly unfolded. Sources close to the scene claim that Doval's relationship with the Giants' front office had been on thin ice for months. Apparently, negotiations over a long-term extension went south, with Doval's camp feeling disrespected by what they saw as lowball offers. At the same time, word is that the Dodgers have been quietly monitoring the situation, waiting for the perfect moment to make their move. When communication broke down completely, LA swooped in with an offer that reportedly included not just a massive paycheck, but also promises of a starring role in the bullpen and a chance to close postseason games under the brightest lights in baseball. Some insiders even whisper that Doval's childhood idol was a former Dodger, which could have tugged at his heartstrings. Giants officials, caught off guard, are said to be furious, while fans feel betrayed. They're calling this a baseball version of treason, a move that cuts deeper than any strikeout or walk-off loss. And you can already imagine how this is playing out across social media. Giants fans have flooded timelines with heartbreak, disbelief, and, of course, memes of burning jerseys and broken hearts. On the flip side, Dodgers fans are popping champagne emojis like they just landed the final piece of their bullpen puzzle. It's the ultimate baseball soap opera. Loyalty questioned, egos bruised, and fan bases ready to go to war in the comments section. Analysts are already dissecting what this means for both teams. The Dodgers, who already had a loaded roster, just added a flamethrower who can shut down any lineup. The Giants, on the other hand, lose not just a player, but a symbol of their resilience. Some say this could reignite the rivalry in a way we haven't seen since the days of bitter bench-clearing brawls. This isn't just about baseball anymore. It's personal. Doval didn't just change uniforms. He crossed a line that few players dare to cross. Behind the scenes, whispers continue about how intense things got in those final meetings. Reports suggest that Doval and the Giants' general manager had a heated exchange over respect, role, and vision for the team's future. Apparently, Doval wanted the Giants to commit to building a championship roster, not just hovering around mediocrity. When that assurance didn't come, frustration grew. The Dodgers, ever the opportunists, allegedly sent quiet feelers through mutual connections, and once they knew Doval was open to a change, things moved fast. In less than a week, paperwork was drawn up, and Doval's decision was made. Insiders say he didn't even tell some of his closest teammates before the news broke, leaving the clubhouse stunned. Some players are said to be angry, others understanding. After all, this is a business. But make no mistake, the Giants' clubhouse morale has taken a major hit, and it could take a long time to recover from this emotional gut punch. From the Dodgers' perspective, this is a masterstroke. They've been accused of buying talent for years, and yet, every time they pull off a move like this, you can't help but admire their precision. Adding Doval gives them a closer who thrives under pressure, someone who can come in during the ninth inning of a playoff game with 50,000 fans screaming and still throw 102 miles per hour like it's nothing. But what's really fascinating is how the Dodgers reportedly plan to use him. Some insiders suggest they might pair Doval with their other elite relievers to form one of the deadliest bullpens in modern baseball. Imagine opponents having to face that trio in October. It's the stuff of nightmares for hitters and music to the ears of Dodgers fans. For them, this isn't just a signing, it's a statement. They're not just trying to win, they're trying to dominate. But let's be real. For Giants fans, this one hurts. It's not just about losing a player, it's about losing an identity. CAMILO Doval wasn't just another arm in the bullpen. He was a symbol of hope during the team's rebuild, the fire that kept them believing. To see him now in Dodger blue feels like betrayal on the highest level. Some longtime fans say it reminds them of when beloved players in the past jumped ship for the rival team, reopening old wounds that never fully healed. But as painful as it is, there's also a sense of grudging respect for Doval's ambition. He wants the spotlight, the postseason pressure, the biggest stage. Maybe he felt that San Francisco couldn't give him that anymore. Still, no matter the reason, this move ensures that every Giants-Dodgers game next season will be pure fireworks. Every pitch, every stare, every out, it's going to carry an extra layer of emotion. Now that the dust is starting to settle, everyone's wondering how this will reshape the balance of power in the National League West. The Dodgers already had the depth, the talent, and the swagger, but adding Doval could push them to another level entirely. Their bullpen, once seen as their weakest link, now looks like a fortress. And let's not forget the psychological edge. Poaching a star from your biggest rival is a statement that echoes throughout the league. It's the kind of move that tells everyone, we're not just better, we're in your head. But while Dodgers fans are celebrating, the Giants front office is in damage control mode, trying to convince fans that the future is still bright. They're talking up their young arms, promising new signings, and insisting that no one player defines their culture. Still, the timing couldn't be worse. Losing a player like Doval to your fiercest rival feels like a gut punch you don't recover from overnight. The rumor mill is still churning, too. Some insiders suggest that this deal could have ripple effects across the league, possibly influencing other free agents who were considering the Giants. If the perception grows that the organization can't retain its stars, that could be disastrous for future negotiations. Meanwhile, Doval's agent is reportedly thrilled, calling this the next chapter of an elite closer's career. But there's also talk of tension among the Dodgers' existing bullpen arms, with a few worried about losing their roles or innings. That's the double-edged sword of stacking talent. Not everyone gets to shine. Still, if Doval delivers as expected, any internal grumbles will vanish fast. For now, all eyes are on spring training. Will Doval be greeted with cheers, boos, or both when the Dodgers face the Giants? One thing's for sure, the cameras will be rolling and the baseball world will be watching. There's also the human side of all this that people sometimes overlook. Doval spent years building relationships in San Francisco, becoming part of the community, giving back, and growing as both a player and a person. Walking away from that isn't easy, no matter the money or fame involved. Some say he struggled with the decision, that he wanted to stay loyal but felt trapped in a situation that wasn't moving forward. The Dodgers' offer wasn't just financial. It was emotional, a promise of new beginnings. And in sports, as in life, sometimes you have to take the leap. But that doesn't make the fallout any less messy. Giants fans will remember this for a long time, maybe forever. It's one of those moments that becomes part of the rivalry's mythology. Doval's first appearance against his old team will be electric, filled with tension, emotion, and noise that'll shake the stadium. At the end of the day, this entire saga is more than just a transaction. It's a story about ambition, loyalty, and the price of chasing greatness. Doval wanted to be more than just a great closer. He wanted to be a legend. The Dodgers offered him that chance, and he took it. Whether it ends in glory or heartbreak, only time will tell. But one thing's for certain, baseball just got a lot more interesting. The rivalry that already burned with intensity now has gasoline poured all over it. Every time the Dodgers and Giants face off, the narrative will be impossible to ignore. The prodigal closer, the betrayed fan base, the unrelenting pursuit of dominance. And that, my friends, is what makes this game beautiful. Not just the pitches or the plays, but the passion, the drama, and the stories that live long after the final out. Financially, Tucker's deal is generating waves of conversation about modern baseball economics, contract structuring, and the balance between investment in elite talent versus sustainable roster management, with industry experts dissecting every nuance of the agreement. Sources suggest that the Dodgers have designed a package incorporating base salary, performance bonuses, incentives, and potential opt-out clauses, reflecting a sophisticated strategy aimed at maximizing both team flexibility and player satisfaction. Analysts argue that such an approach signals a new era in which organizations must navigate complex financial landscapes while still pursuing competitive dominance, with Tucker's contract serving as a blueprint or benchmark for future deals. Discussions extend beyond the field, encompassing sponsorship opportunities, merchandising potential, and media engagement, highlighting how elite talent has become a multidimensional asset that influences performance, economics, and cultural footprint simultaneously. Fans and commentators alike are fascinated by the intersection of skill, strategy, and fiscal ingenuity, examining how Tucker's agreement could reshape expectations for player valuation across the league. The narrative around the signing emphasizes not just immediate impact, but also long-term implications, suggesting that the Dodgers have orchestrated a move designed to reverberate for years while sparking debates about economics, fairness, and competitive balance. In every corner of baseball discourse, Tucker's arrival continues to dominate attention, creating an ongoing story fueled by rumors, speculation, and the anticipation of what might unfold next. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. As the excitement continues to build, the collective gaze of the baseball world is now fixed firmly on Kyle Tucker and the Dodgers, with every report, leak, and analyst projection adding layers to a story that feels larger than life. Fans, media, and insiders speculate about everything from potential all-star appearances to postseason heroics, imagining scenarios in which Tucker's talent could decisively alter the outcome of critical games and redefine expectations for the franchise. Rumors persist about additional moves the Dodgers might pursue, fueled by the narrative that Tucker is just the first in a series of bold maneuvers designed to cement the team's dominance. Social media amplifies every whisper, rumor, and speculation, turning each observation into a viral moment and each prediction into fodder for debate. Analysts and commentators discuss the alignment of talent, strategy, and culture, framing Tucker's arrival as a pivotal chapter in the evolving story of professional baseball. The excitement is not merely about statistics or contractual figures. It is about the symbolic resonance of a franchise capable of executing a move that captures imagination, ambition, and competitive intensity all at once. In this charged atmosphere, every pitch thrown in a Dodgers uniform becomes part of a grand narrative in which Kyle Tucker stands at the center, embodying both explosive potential and the promise of a transformative era for one of baseball's most storied franchises. Meanwhile, whispers about how the rest of the league will respond to the Dodgers' audacious move continue to dominate sports discourse, with executives, managers, and fans alike trying to anticipate shifts in trade strategies, free agent decisions, and payroll adjustments across multiple franchises. Observers note that Tucker's record-setting agreement could redefine benchmarks for elite talent acquisition, compelling other teams to recalibrate their evaluation metrics and risk appetite in a market increasingly influenced by headline-grabbing deals. The domino effect of one player signing has triggered a cascade of hypotheticals, from projected lineup realignments to pitching rotation adjustments, as franchises consider how to counterbalance the Dodgers' newfound offensive depth. Commentary across digital and traditional media emphasizes both the competitive and symbolic dimensions of the move, framing Tucker as both a game-changer on the field and a signal of organizational ambition. Fans eagerly engage in predictive discussions, speculating on postseason outcomes, MVP races, and potential rivalries intensified by this acquisition. Every swing, hit, and defensive play is now scrutinized through the lens of this transformative signing, with the narrative extending beyond individual performance into broader questions about the evolving dynamics of professional baseball. In essence, the entire league feels the reverberations of Tucker's arrival, creating an environment where speculation, excitement, and anticipation dominate the discourse from coast to coast and beyond, fueling a continuous cycle of analysis and rumor that shows no sign of slowing. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.